Hey, thanks for joining me again today. And today I'm going to show you how we're going to make pizza dough from scratch in just 2.5 minutes. One of the great recipes that we can find in the basic cookbook that comes with your Thermomix, and pizza dough is just one of them. Have a look at the index, you'll see there's lots of pantry staples that you usually would buy, and you probably don't know that you can make them yourselves. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so I hope you can all see my screen. I brought up the recipe, which is preloaded in the machine, or I can also access it from Cookie our recipe platform. And all I need to do is start cooking. All right, so the machine will tell me what to do. Here it suggests to preheat the oven to 220 or hotter if possible. Obviously, you could also use a pizza oven if you have at the moment. All right, now we get going. Basically, first of all, we're going to make the topping. So 2 cloves of garlic, yeah, you can count that. If you love garlic, obviously have more. 3 sprigs of fresh rosemary. So with the rosemary, you want the leaves only. And you can see they look like a little bit like a Christmas tree. I always strip them from the top to the bottom. That's the easiest way. The stalks, you can keep, you can put them in a glass of water and see if they're going to get new roots. Then you can plant them in again, so don't waste them. All right, so 3 sprigs, that's in, and now we're going to pop the lid on top and just 4 seconds and turning speed selected to speed 7. So I don't need to do all of that. I don't have to know the recipe because the guided cooking just tells me what to do. All right, that was the sound. Once it's done and finished, now it wants me to scrape down the sides with the spatula, but I quickly wanted to show you. So this is 4 seconds, and 3 cloves of garlic have been finely chopped, and also the rosemary leaves have been finely chopped. We're going to repeat that step just to get a little bit finer results. All right, so that's the topping right there. Think of anything else that you can put on the pizza at the same time. For example, you could grate some Parmesan at the same time if you like some Parmesan cheese on topping. What I want to show you, I haven't been overly thorough with scraping out the ball, just because we're making the dough in the next steps, and I actually want the dough to be infused with a little bit of rosemary and garlic as well. All right, so I hope you can see the screen better now. So I just clicked on next, and in the next step, the machine asked me to weigh in 200 grams of water. So what it does, the machine has basically built-in scales, so I don't have to worry about cups and quarter of a cups and whatnot. I just weigh in all the ingredients, and the beauty is that the machine zeroes it back every time. So all I do is click on next and weigh in the next ingredient there on top. Here it asks for raw sugar, which is optional. I don't need the raw sugar, that's why I just click on next. And now we're adding 2 teaspoons of dried instant yeast. So I always buy the bigger containers there, just because I use them quite a lot. To keep your dried instant yeast fresh, just make sure you store that in the fridge or freezer. All right, so I just pop that directly on top of the water, and now we're popping the lid back on, and we are going to activate the yeast. So now is the first time we're going to use heat whilst cooking. So for 2 minutes on 37 degrees, which is lukewarm water, and we are getting there. So now the yeast has been activated, the water has been heated up to lukewarm water, and that will give better results when proving the dough. All right, now as you can see, I brought up the scales again, and it asked me to put in 400 grams of baker's flour. So again, just popping that in there. You find that hard so far? I can promise you something. It doesn't get any harder than this, but not easier either. All right, 400 gram baker's flour and 30 grams of olive oil. For the cooking, I always prefer the lighter olive oil, but that's completely up to you. For the salads, I'm going for extra virgin, but for cooking and using heat, I prefer the lighter olive oil. And a teaspoon of sea salt. So with the salt, we just want to keep that away from the yeast because they don't like each other very much. Okay, so now what you can see on the display is it has changed. So it's taken away the heat, but you can see that little grain symbol there, and that means that's our kneading function. All right, so kneading in the Thermomix is a very efficient way to knead your doughs. 2 minutes in a Thermomix equals half an hour kneading by hand. All right, is there a big time saver right there? Ah, yes. All right, and this is how it sounds. So all I do is turn the dough, and you can hear the blades are stopping, turning, stopping, turning. And 2 minutes when we are done. So I hope you could see how that looked like from the inside whilst the blades were turning. And this is the 2 minute results afterwards. All right, so this is my dough mat. It's a silicone mat that I work all my pastries and doughs from. And all I do is I just turn my bowl upside down, give my blades a little bit of wiggle from the back, and then you can already see the dough is just falling out. And almost everything came off. That little bit I just pick out with my hands, and the bowl is almost clean and ready to go. So all I'm doing now is rolling that, or just forming that into a little ball shape. All right, just like that, and let it sit on my or in my bread mat. I'm gonna fold this over so I have a warm and airtight place for my dough to proof. And I'm gonna leave it there for about 30 minutes, and then I can start working my pizza base further from there. So whilst we're waiting for the pizza dough to proof, I want to show you another great function of the Thermomix. The TM6 has a built-in pre-clean function right now. Yes, you heard correctly. It cleans itself. All right, so what I just did in my, dirty bowl where the dough was in, I just covered the blaze and added a drop of Morning Fresh to it. Pop the bowl back into the machine, put the lid on top, and whilst I'm in my recipe here, I can just quickly go out and make a bookmark. I hope you can see that. So I've got a little bookmark sign over there. So this means now I can access other functions of the Thermomix. One of them, as I said, is the pre-clean. The other functions I'm going to explain in a different video. So the pre-clean basically detects how dirty the bowl is, and then it starts cleaning it from the inside. So all I need to do, turn the dial and let it do the rest. All right, so pre-cleaning mode is done and my bowl is ready to go. All I need to do is tip that out and give it a quick rinse with the water, and my bowl is ready to go for the next dish. Okay, welcome back. Time's up, and my dough has beautifully proven now. So all I can do is just showing you unwrapping that from the little parcel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to halve this portion, and I'm going to make one pizza bianca as per recipe, and with the other one I'm going to make a normal pizza margherita. So I just want to show you how versatile this dough is. So for the pizza bianca, what I do is I use my bread mat. Don't look too closely, it's been very well used, and that's why if I have it very often in the oven, it turns a bit dark over time. So, but that oven mat, as you can see from the size, it's a bit smaller than the bread mat. That replaces my baking paper, so, and I can reuse that. So I just pop that that piece of dough onto my bread mat, on the oven mat, and I'm using a little bit of olive oil. And people who know me from my cooking classes, they know that I don't like to touch dough very much, so I love to have these disposable gloves. And all I'm doing is I'm just using the palm of my hand to flatten that and give it a beautiful pizza bread shape, so we can have pieces on that. So with that little drop of olive oil, that just helps it flattening it out, and you can basically form it into any shape. And now, because I'm having those gloves, it's a bit easier for me just to sprinkle the chopped garlic and rosemary there on top. Wonderful. Yeah, and as I said, if you like, you can also just add some grated cheese, grated parmesan there on top, just to add there a little bit more extra flavor. But that's ready to go into the oven, and we're going to see the result in a couple of minutes. Look at them, they're just gorgeous. The pizza bianca and the pizza alla Gianni. Feel free to be creative, get the kids involved, or whatever they like to have on their pizza. They can choose the toppings all by themselves. And yeah, I hope I gave you a little bit of inspiration, and you've seen how quick and easy that was to whip up a pizza dough from scratch. And yeah, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you soon.